What's up, heroes? In this video, I'm going to share with you how to break bad habits for good. My name is Jarvis. I'm the morning hero, and I help people increase their income while simultaneously increasing their time off, all by showing them a simple formula of how to dominate the day every day so that they're more productive, they can be more effective in their business while still having enough time for themselves and their family. If that kind of stuff interests you, I have a free guide over at themorninghero.com that you can download for free that shows you this simple formula that I'm talking about. Helps you wake up early and helps you be more productive so you can get more stuff done. So that's at themorninghero.com. Also, if you are a new visitor, please go ahead and feel free to subscribe because I go live every day where I do stuff like this. I'm offering tips and tricks of how to help you maximize your health, wealth, and relationships with hacks, tools, and tips that you can use and implement starting that day. So please go ahead and subscribe. So let's get back to it. How do you break bad habits? I mean, gosh, stuff like drinking or smoking or anything that doesn't serve you, sugar or overeating. Like these things are like a habit is deeply rooted, and it takes a very intentional effort. Just deciding that you want to stop doing something isn't enough. Oftentimes, it requires a lot of effort to really break down the hooks that those habits have kind of like deep in our subconscious. So how do you do it? I want to share with you a simple trick that I've been doing, a simple concept for the last several years of journaling that's helped me every morning break down those hooks that those habits have, and then over time replace it with good habits. And that's what it's all about. So I'm going to be sharing with you three questions that you should ask yourself every morning, and I guarantee over time you'll see that those habits will start to break down, and then they'll be replaced with good habits. So these are the three questions that I ask myself every morning, and I pull out my journal and I write. The first question I ask is, what did I do well yesterday? Where did I win? Where did I shine? What am I proud of? And I start listing all of my accomplishments from yesterday. And so basically, I want to give myself credit for all the good things I did, all the good behaviors that I had, everywhere that, I'm proud of myself for showing up. And what that's going to do is it's going to reinforce those good behaviors. Yeah, I went for a workout yesterday. Yeah, give myself kudos for that. Yeah, I ate healthy yesterday. Yeah, give myself credit for that. I made all my prospecting calls for my business. Yeah, I'm proud of that. I shined in my meeting with that client. I handled this situation well with my significant other. Like everywhere I want to give myself credit, acknowledge it. And what that will do is start to reinforce those good behaviors. Now, if you're familiar with the way dogs are trained, um, you could pay people thousands of dollars to train your dog, and this is what they do. Typically our immediate, when we're trying to get a dog to stop doing something, what we think we do is we need to punish them for the bad thing they're doing, and every time we punish them, you would think that they would get the hint and they would stop doing that bad thing. But that's actually the opposite of the way that the experts train dogs. What they do is they get the dog to do the good thing, and then they give them a treat. Instead of punishing them for the bad thing, they reinforce the good thing with the treat. And then that fires off the synapses in their brain like, wait a minute, I like treats. And every time I do this, I get a treat. I'm going to keep doing the good thing. And so when you reward the good thing, you reinforce the good behavior. And so that's what we're trying to do with ourselves. Every day, we want to give ourselves credit for the good things that we've done. And then that will keep reinforcing the good behavior. Instead of punishing yourself and talking down for yourself for what the bad thing you did, reinforce the good things. And then over time, your brain will start to shift to wanting to keep doing the good thing. So the first question you want to ask yourself is, what good did you do from the day before, and reinforce all those good behaviors? So that's the first question. Well, where did I win yesterday? What was the good things I did? The second question is where it starts to get good. Now you want to ask yourself, what didn't I do so well? Where did I slip up? Where did I not meet my expectations? Where did I fall short a little bit? And now this is where you are looking at yourself objectively in the mirror and saying, hey, you know, what could I have done better? Like, and now go down the list of all the areas where you didn't satisfy, didn't live up to your own expectations of what you should have done. Like, I didn't make all my calls yesterday. Oh, I spent way too much time watching TV yesterday. I was surfing too much on Instagram yesterday. Uh, I shouldn't have had that donut after dinner. Like, acknowledge the areas where you could improve. And now this is where the learning comes in, because now you're faced every day. You're facing the areas that you need to work on. And then what happens is, when you bring that to focus, when you bring that to your attention, now you give yourself an opportunity to do something about it, instead of just sweeping it under the rug and not acknowledging it every day. Every day, look yourself in the mirror and say, how could I have improved on yesterday? And then that one question alone will bring it to your forefront. Like, I shouldn't have done that thing. And here's what happens. You know, you know, maybe it takes a couple days, maybe it takes a week of you constantly asking yourself that. But after saying the same thing a couple days in a row, you'll get tired of hearing yourself say it. Like, oh, I shouldn't have had a donut after dinner. Oh, I shouldn't have had a donut after dinner. After the third day of you saying that, you're gonna be like, all right, God damn it, I need to do something. Um, you know, it'll help you acknowledge the mistakes that you're constantly making, so that now you're empowered to do something about it. Now you can stop doing that thing over and over. So this helps prevent you from constantly making the same mistakes over and over. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? How could I have done it differently? What could I have done better? And so then that leads into the last question: is how could I have done yesterday differently? And this is where you actually put the plan in place. So the second question is, where did I slip up? Once you acknowledge where you slipped up, the third question is, how could I have done it differently? What's the plan I'll put in place so that I don't make that same mistake today? So if the answer to the question number two was, where did I slip up? Oh, I shouldn't have had that donut after dinner. The third question is, how will you do it differently? Now I'll say, okay, well, maybe I'll throw away all the donuts so they're not in the cupboard. So today I won't even be tempted, right? So now that third question is, what's the plan you're going to put in place? And so this process, what did I do well? What didn't I do well? And how would I have done it differently? Those three questions, now, one, reinforces your good behaviors. So you start to replace the bad behaviors with the good ones. Two, it acknowledges the bad behavior. And number three, it puts a plan in place so that you don't do that bad behavior over again. I've been doing this process for the last 3 years. In fact, it's baked into, I made a custom journal. It's called the Zero Calendar. It walks you through a 5-step process every day of how you plan your perfect day. It walks you through a meditation. It walks you through these three reflection questions. Then it walks you through writing your goals and coming up with your action plan, and then scheduling everything on your calendar. This 5-step process I've baked into this daily planner, and it's called the Zero Calendar. I've been doing this for the last 3 years, and I can honestly say it has had the most profound impact on me, making sure I learn and grow every single day. There should be a link below where you can get a zero calendar for yourself, where those questions are baked in. But this is, I hope this blessed you in some way, where you now understand the concept of, one, reinforce your good behaviors, acknowledge your bad behaviors, and then come up with a plan. If you do those three things every morning in a journal, I guarantee it'll help you start breaking some of those bad habits and replacing them with the good ones. All right, heroes. This is the Morning Hero signing out. Go out there and save the world. I'll see you guys in the next video.